A man will treat you according to the value he sees in you. Meaning, if he believes you're the most wonderful woman he's ever met, you'll see his dedication and devotion to you. But if he seems confused and not consistent, it's because his intentions with you aren't clear to himself. Because someone who believes they found a diamond doesn't treat the diamond like a regular stone. But remember that this has nothing to do with your worth, okay? It has everything to do with the way he perceives you. And that is harsh truth number 1 about men. My name is Ismael Gomez. I'm a coach, writer, and speaker. And ladies, today I'll discuss 13 harsh realities about men that women often learn too late. Listen to each one of them carefully because I promise you, it will stop you from experiencing disappointment, confusion, and heartbreak in the future. Okay, so let's begin. Number 2, he won't love you unconditionally. Ladies, never expect unconditional love from a man, okay? This is something that ends up causing a lot of suffering in many women. If you think that someone will love you no matter what, no matter if you fail to meet his needs, neglect his feelings, or disregard the balance of give and take in the relationship, you will be setting yourself up for disappointment. Unconditional love is for your children, your parents, your dog, but romantic relationships are built on mutual benefits, whether emotional, physical, or social. By the way, this applies to women as well, okay? I remember my grandmother told me once the same advice. She said, never expect a woman to love you unconditionally. And I was like, what do you mean, abuela? I don't understand. And she said, if tomorrow you are thrown in prison for life, okay, whether innocent or guilty, no woman will put up with that. Only your mother and I will be there every week to see you. And I laugh now because old people always come up with the most extreme scenarios to prove a point, but there's a lot of truth in what she said, so always remember that principle. Number 3, insecure men will destroy you. An insecure man will try to destroy the things he loves about you. Why, you may ask? Because he knows that other men are attracted to the same qualities that he noticed in you. So if you're playful, charismatic, and have a great circle of friends, many times he will isolate you and slowly dim your light. And once you become codependent and boring, he will say that he lost attraction for you, without even understanding that he was the one who caused it. So always remember this. Whoever you were when he first met you, that's what attracted him to you. So don't let anyone mold you into what they believe is best for you. Number 4, transformation after wealth. In their 20s or early 30s, a lot of guys settle down with a woman because she's the best option that they can find at that moment. They find someone who treats them well and who they think will be a good wife, so they marry her. But once a man starts making some serious money, okay, which for the average guy usually happens around their 40s, things often change big time. Suddenly, he starts getting attention from women who never noticed him before. And now curiosity starts kicking in, plus a midlife crisis thinking that he doesn't want to miss out. So the woman that they married when they were young, who seemed like the best that they could do at that time, may not fit into their new picture of success. Number 5, will lie about cheating. You can find a video of your partner cheating on you, okay? And many guys will say that someone made that up with AI. You can walk into your house, catch him on your bed with another woman, and he will say that she drugged him, that he was unconscious, he doesn't even remember how he got there. I mean, I've seen it all. If you think that most men will just admit, hey, listen, I messed up, okay? I cheated, I take full responsibility for my actions, and I will work on myself to stop this from happening again. Ladies, that barely happens. And don't get me wrong, okay? Those cases do exist. I've witnessed some guys who really, made a change in their lives and worked it out with their spouse, but that's 1 in a million. Most men would rather face death than admitting they betrayed you. Number 6, he doesn't care about you being nice. If you meet a man who's truly in love with his partner, you know what you will never hear him say? Oh, I love her because she's the nicest woman I've ever met. You know when you actually hear those words? When somebody leaves you. Ah man, I broke her heart, but she was so nice to me. You see, when men are looking for what they want in a woman, being nice isn't usually top of the list. It's like, sure, it's great to have someone who's polite and all, but that's just expected, okay? They take it as a given. What really matters to them are things like intelligence, a good sense of humor, having shared interests, and of course, physical attraction and an emotional connection. Number 7, great guy doesn't equal great husband. Some men are wonderful individuals, okay? Everyone loves hanging out with them. Their friends think that they're the best and their family adores them. But when it comes to being a great husband, it's a whole different ballgame. Being a great husband isn't just about being a great friend or, fun to be around. It involves qualities like communication skills, the ability to compromise, and a commitment to supporting and nurturing the relationship in ways that go beyond surface level interactions. Which reminds me of someone in my family, and I'm not gonna say her name, but she always says about her ex-husband, he's the most wonderful guy that you will ever meet. Just make sure that you don't marry him. Number 8, has no direction in life. No woman will ever be good enough for a man that doesn't know what he wants. If a man lacks purpose, if he's not driven by his work, his goals and dreams, if he's not passionate about the type of man that he wants to become, then how can you expect him to be passionate about you? If a man is constructing his life as a garden and then he knows everything that he wants in it, then the moment that he sees a flower, he will appreciate it. But if he doesn't know what he's building for himself, then he will only seek you for relaxation and not inspiration. Number 9. Watch out for the chasers. Many men don't want a relationship, ladies. They want the chase and the conquest. Understand that a secure man will never chase. He'll express that he's interested in you, okay? But if you start playing hard to get or any manipulative games, he will direct his attention somewhere else. A man that chases you intensely is someone who likes the feeling of pursuing what's out of his reach. So once he has you, a few months or a few years may pass, but eventually, in most cases, he'll have to drive to chase someone else again. Number 10. Will judge your body count. Most people, both men and women, say that they want to know everything about your past, okay, including how many sexual encounters you've had. However, once you disclose all the details, it usually causes a lot of friction in the relationship. And ladies, I'm all about honesty, okay? But you don't have to reveal every explicit detail, like every guy that you kissed and who was the best kisser. And I know that some of you do this to poke a man's ego, to make him jealous. And even though you might get his attention in the moment, in the long run, it would only lead to toxicity and unhealthy dynamics in the relationship. Number 11. Will replace you instantly. As a man, I've experienced being replaced in the past, okay? Women who walked away and quickly moved on to another guy. Usually though, when it comes to women, this process is gradual, okay? It often takes a few months or even years for the relationship issues to emerge. It's like there's a slow buildup of tension and dissatisfaction that eventually leads to a breaking point. However, it's usually different in male behavior. For many guys, it can happen in a flash, okay? They'll meet someone new one night, feel completely infatuated, and the next day they're out the door. And you have no idea what happened or how it happened because you never saw any signs. Number 12. He's been brainwashed by X-rated content. Many men develop unrealistic expectations about their partners due to exposure to X-rated content from an early age. Imagine teenage boys already consuming these things, and this is usually their first experience in sexual education outside of what they learn from family or school. There's a lot of research indicating that frequent consumption of such content can lead to dissatisfaction in relationships, as men may compare their partners to unrealistic standards portrayed online. And final, number 13, they value freedom. Men value their freedom above everything else. We place a high value on our independence and personal space. A man feels his power is being taken away if a woman forces him to commit or show love to her. He needs to do it on his own. He needs to feel that he can leave in order to stay. And let me give you an analogy so you understand better. He needs to walk into a movie theater and see the exit sign behind him so he can leave if he wants to, but he decides to stay because the movie is so captivating and worth watching that he wants to experience it until the end. Alright ladies, those are the 13 harsh realities about men that women often learn too late. For those of you who are more experienced, let the younger women know in the comments which ones you've experienced yourself so they can see the evidence and learn from you as well. Thanks for subscribing to my channel. I'm glad that you chose me to learn about self-love, dating and relationship dynamics, because like I always say, for your relationships to change, you need to change. Have a beautiful day.